Alright, so today we're going to talk about a couple of screwdrivers from Witte. So they have a couple of styles, but this company is more known for being a company that rebrands products for other companies. So you often see a lot of their products in more well-known brands. But this right here is one of their lower-end models called the Pro Top. So this blue material is kind of a softer material, with the black being a hard plastic material. And if you look, this screwdriver from Cornwell, which somebody sent me, is very similar, but it's definitely not exactly the same. So while the shafts and the tip look exactly the same, you'll notice up in here, this has a sharper bevel than this one does over here. The second thing you'll notice is that the Cornwell one is a little bit longer. Just eyeing it up, it looks to be about 10 millimeters longer than the Pro Top model. Second thing you'll notice is this Cornwell has this anti-slipping material. So that's a very similar material to like the VHA micro finish. And it's basically designed to absorb oil rather than shed it. And that way you get a little bit more grip on there. And this stuff appears to be kind of sprayed on. Looks like it's a post-production step. So there is a pretty big price difference between these two. So this Cornwell driver is going to run you about $20. And you can also buy it off the truck if you ever need it replaced. Even though this one's not exactly the same, this one's going to run you about $10, maybe a little bit less. I say $8 to $10 for this one. So the next level up is this Witte Max Pro Plus. So this has the exact same material that the Cornwell does. So the material on this model is a lot softer than the other models. And all of these have the hole in them, which I guess is designed to put that through and give you some more torque. I don't think I've ever personally had to do that. Usually I would get out a screwdriver with a bolster nut on it and do it that way. So the last kind of rebrand Witte model is the Stahlwille 3K draw. So this is kind of a modified, heavily modified version made by Witte, and it too has the same anti-slip material, but this one has more of a flat, it's kind of flat on both ends. It kind of follows the pattern of this end cap right here. So this one is very light compared to the other ones. I think the material that they use for the handle is a lot lighter. And I think part of the marketing strategy for this one is for aviation use, where every pound makes a difference. So in terms of using these, they all get the job done. So obviously if you don't need that anti-slip material, this one is probably a good one to get. I'm going to torque this one screw down. Let's see which one I can get the most torque out of. Alright, so the Stahlwille one, I have run into a couple of issues with this. I was taking apart some stuff and the tip just wouldn't grab onto some screws. And that's sort of what I'm seeing here. If I try to tighten this little screw, I can't tighten it at all with the Stahlwille, but I grab one of the other ones. I can definitely tighten it a little bit more. So I don't know what's going on there with the Stahlwille one, if that was just a manufacturing problem. Yeah, I would have assumed they would have made the tips all the same. But it looks like these three are kind of performing the same, but this one is not. So I don't know what the issue is. If I just happen to get one that was not as good as the other ones. Yeah, these are just some scrap hard drive carriers I'm scrapping out. So it doesn't matter if I mess up these screws. So this Cornwell one is actually performing quite well. So the one I feel I can get the most torque out of is actually this triangular shaped one. I just feel like you can get a little bit more out of it than these other ones. But Cornwell one is a little bit triangular shaped as well, but not to the level that this one over here is. This one kind of has a bulge. Where Cornwell, you don't see that bulge as much. So I was taking apart a chassis that these were in, and I was trying to use this entirely to take it out, and there was a whole bunch of screws that I had to use the Vera laser tips on, because these wouldn't get them out and they were actually messing the screws up. So I do like the handles though on these Stahlwille, but the tips aren't performing the way I would expect for a tool of this caliber. So if I had to rank these in the orders that I like them, I actually like the Cornwell one the best, followed by the Max Pro, followed by the Pro Top, and then the Stahlwille 3K is the order that I would, if I had to grab one from a box, this is probably the first one I would get. If that wasn't available, I'd get this one. So if anybody else has had any experiences with the 3K drivers, go ahead and leave a comment, because I'm guessing that I just got one that wasn't quite up to quality standards. I don't return tools, that's not what I do. Unless there's something really wrong with it. I don't think I've ever returned a tool before. But it's still usable. You just have to remember if the screw is really tight, then this one's not going to work. So yeah, you're paying a lot more for the Cornwell one, but if it really is a lifetime warranty on these, then that's quite a deal, even at 20 bucks a screwdriver. I'm sure the sets are, you get a little bit more of a bargain on. But yeah, they're nice. Alright guys, well that's going to wrap this one up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and I'll catch you guys next time.